What's up, Solid Steppers? What's up, Tech the Titans? This Miss Ford coming to you from I-10 West. Right now, I'm headed to Pensacola Marcone to grab some parts. And what I'd like to talk about is the blessing of doing good business and being a great steward of your business. The reason I want to talk about that is today is Christmas Eve, and I just finished a job. I didn't plan on doing any work on Christmas Eve. I'm really big about trying to have keep stuff in order so that I can always serve at an elite level. So I planned on grabbing some parts and prepping for the 26th, the day after Christmas. I got a day scheduled. That day I'm earmarked to do about 3,500 with a couple of customers, seal system repair along with a couple of dishwashers. And so I was really prepping for that. And so what was amazing to me was the fact that I got a call yesterday from a client. It wasn't even a call. They actually booked an appointment online. And I keep those appointments blocked because, I cover 4 states. So I try to keep them blocked so I don't have any issues and there's no confusion. I want to keep my ratings up online and things of that nature. So I try to be as streamlined as possible. But this customer called me from a previous interaction. And I generally don't mix customers. I have a set clientele I deal with. But this particular client knew me from previous services, and it was near my home, actually about 10 minutes from where I live. So I made an exception, but it was really close because I was actually coming from out of town from servicing clients in Georgia. So I'm saying all that to say this. I did research on the client because I'm real particular who I service. I don't just service anybody, just like I don't coach just anybody. I understand what my avatar is, and it was a great experience. Customer gave me a great tip. There were no parts involved, and I walked away with, roughly $400 in profit that took me 30 minutes, 30, 45 minutes, if that. So I can't complain about it. But what I'm explaining to y'all is you got to do good business and you got to be able to charge accordingly. People are like, how you charge $400 for 45 minutes? Let me explain something to you. And I'm going to tell you exactly what the service is. My service call fee is $150. The job was just a drain cleaning on a simple side-by-side Frigidaire unit. It's a common issue. The customer had called me because they couldn't figure out where it was leaking. I dealt with them before, and I told them, I said, you may want to try this other route. I said, because our schedule is really tight and we don't really service, a lot of residential clients, things of that nature. I really was trying to really brush the customer off, to be honest with you, because it just was not part of my schedule. And I'm really tight about my schedules because the warehouse was closing at noon. It's Christmas Eve. I was on a tight schedule. And at the time when the customer spoke to me, I was roughly about 5 hours away from them. And I didn't know what time I was going to be back. I knew roughly, but I didn't know exactly. So it was a lot of factors in the air. But I said, you know what? Let me do research before I just say no, because I can say no to a blessing. So I said yes, scheduled, everything came in on time. I got to the customer's house within 20 minutes of the scheduled appointment that they had scheduled online. But this is just, y'all got to understand, I laid this in place in 2019. I don't even use this, but it's on my site, and this customer sought me out. She's not even in my original search or area. She's actually right around from where I live, but because I did they had a great experience. She tracked me down, figured it out, and did what she needed to do. I couldn't help but service this couple. So I get there, I talked to them, and I had told them ahead of time what it's going to be. So the service fee was $150. I was gracious. I only charged them $169 for the drain cleaning. That came up to $319. Then they gave me a tip that brought everything up to, an $80 tip. So that brought everything to $400. That job took me about 30 minutes, if that, and that's including pulling the cover, cleaning out the drain, cleaning out all the excess ice and build up on the bottom of the unit, and then throwing some vinegar down the drain to kill any additional mold or growth for the future. This is a common problem with that particular unit. But the reason I'm saying this is, if I had not stopped to do it, I wouldn't have the $400. And then on top of that, the customers in an area that I don't service, one of their other homes, but it's very near to an area that I service. So I'm probably going to expand into that market because we had a conversation about that. The reason I keep having these conversations with you guys is because don't cut your blessings. All I could hear all day long was, I'm not doing nothing on New Year's Eve. Let me tell you something. There are people who don't have no work. They have no business. They have no customers. They done messed around and got in bed with the wrong people, the wrong SEO people who done damn took their website hostage. How I'm gonna pay you so much a month, and you gonna tell me that you own my website that I done paid you to build? People do that, man. This is why I do not play. You don't see me promote a lot of things because I'm very clear about how people will use your name behind the scenes. Somebody just had a conversation with me that they were coaxed into going to an event because they were told I was going to be there. That's crazy. I didn't get any promotion to be at any event. I paid like everybody else paid for my room, my board, and my ticket to the event. This is why I don't just go places. Like, I'm very clear that people will pimp your name, which is crazy to me. At the end of the day, people come to me for the truth. And I'm going to tell you the truth. You got to be a good steward of your business. The only reason these people called me was because of a memorable experience that I had with them in 2023. Not even this year. 2023 was the last time I saw this customer. And the thing about it wasn't even the customer who owned the house. It was his parents, because he's deployed all the time. So they come as a support team when he's home. The family's all there. And it's wonderful that this young man is actually home being deployed, because anybody that knows anything about the military, you know how it is, man. You get deployed, you don't know when you're coming back, and sometimes you don't know when you're leaving exactly. So at the end of the day, I'm glad that I could help that family. I'm so honored and blessed that they gave me the $80 tip. Like I said, at the end of the day, God is good all the time, but you got to understand how to order your steps and run your business. And I am always on the grind. I'm always working, and people don't think I have balance, but I really do. I just don't put y'all in my personal business because y'all be doing the most. I mean, I have people call me in places that they shouldn't even have access to me, but it's okay because, I'm Miss Ward and I can handle it. But what I'm trying to explain to you, order your steps, watch how you move in business, and every little thing can be a blessing. Everything can be a blessing. Normally, like I said, I do not change my schedule for anybody because I learned the hard way that if I don't stick to these systems, I'm going to have a problem. But it was a pleasant surprise to go in, do the work. And once again, I thank God for the skill set. I tell people all the time, shout out to TMM Academics. I saw they just posted a video. Make sure you check it out. Whether the appliance repair industry is still a lucrative business, it really is. But once again, when I tell you this thing come back to how you structure your business, y'all don't understand. It's that real. It is that real. You want to structure your business. Man, I cannot believe this highway is this clear. I guess people really are home on Christmas Eve. But y'all, I'm headed into Pensacola. This road is never this clear. I'm getting on 110 right now to head over to Marcone, trying to get there because I know those ladies are ready to go home and enjoy their families. I thank God they there because they're going to help me get a jump start on my Thursday, honey, because I need to get these bags rolling into 2025. But like I said, y'all got to understand. I'm sorry about the long-winded story, but I just kind of wanted to give you a preface of the doubt I had of even doing this. And not only the doubt, I had people telling me don't do it because you already know. And I'm usually the one saying that to them. But I'm glad I did it because it was a pleasant surprise. And it was a blessing. It was a blessing. That was $400 I got to stuff in my stocking. Hello. And I didn't have to use any parts, man, please. That is a and it was less than 10 minutes from my crib. I was like, yes, we winning. But like I said, y'all gotta stay true to you. You gotta stay on your game, and you gotta understand that favor ain't fair, and you gotta do the right thing as much as you can. I'm not saying everybody can do the right thing all the time, because sometimes you don't know right from wrong. And I'm gonna be honest with you, you can be put in situations that make you question your own damn moral compass, because you gotta be careful how you move and who you move around, because there's people out here that's faking the fun. They out here for the masses. I'm not here for the masses. I'm here for the truth, period. Because I know at the end of the day, that's what wins out. It might not be the quickest route, but it's going to be the most stable route. If you know, like I know, you want to lay your foundation of your business in such a way, you want to make sure you're paying attention to how people are moving, and you better watch who you're around. I cannot stress that enough, because I was listening to a podcast with Jamal Bryant, passed over at Newport Birth, and Young Dro, and he was talking about when he was in active addiction, about how he was surrounded by people. He was surrounded by people that wanted him to stay high, because when he was high, his judgment was compromised. Let me tell you something. That is truer than you can imagine. And you don't have to be high to have compromised judgment. You can be distracted. You can be around people that's pouring poison in your ear, because they all about being in a group. At the end of the day, you better check the fruit of their labor. You better check them bank accounts, because I'm trying to tell you, people will tell you one thing and they really living like another. I'm not going to I don't do that. I'm not out here flexing nothing. Ain't no reason for it. Because at the end of the day, I ain't trying to impress nobody. What I'm trying to do is make sure I'm laying solid foundation, so that at the end of the day, when I close my eyes for the last time, I have some kind of peace. I done did the best I can, and I have not intentionally come out here to hurt nobody. I'm just coming out here to give mine. And when you understand what that is and you move accordingly, you moving in a way that you can sleep at night. See, when you can't sleep at night, that means your ass got to make a change. And believe me, I've been in them places too. That's why when you hear me say what I say, I'm telling you, I could be a really wealthy woman right now if I wanted to misguide people and mislead people. But I ain't interested in none of that. I'm interested in one thing, which is winning consistently and consecutively, and being able to keep my head up, and knowing that I made me. Nobody made me. See, y'all got to realize there's a lot of folks out here that pay the price. They paying the price because they sold literally. You know what I mean? They not true to how they started. They not true to none of the people that had their back. They just on that okie doke. I'm trying to tell you. They misguiding people. They putting all this stuff saying you need X, Y, and Z to be successful. I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you, you need to have a foundation. You need to put systems in place. And I'm telling you can do these on yourself, but you got to by yourself, but you need to discipline yourself. I'm telling you to utilize AI and the tools that are available, and to learn whatever you do. You're going to pay somebody to do your SEO, understand what you are paying for, and learn. Make sure you have a system to track how viable it is, and is it really helping your business. I'm telling you what I know, man. And then the other thing, if you're paying people to get you funding and all this other stuff, the problem with paying people, see, you fall for the flashy, you fall for, oh, I can get you this, I can get you that. And you got to realize, if it sounds too good to be true, it is too good to be true. You know, you get to a certain point in life, you should know the difference between foolery, and truth. And I watch so many people. That's why I don't even want to hear nothing. I hear people, I got students now that say they talk to people, they say, yeah, I can't stand so-and-so and this and that and all this other mess. These grown men and women, you shouldn't be talking about nobody. You need to be getting your own stuff together. I ain't saying I'm perfect now. I am nowhere near perfect. All I'm telling you is, and if you focused on you, your brand, your business, your family, your life, you ain't got time. Cause boy, half of y'all gotta catch up. Shoot, I'm right there with you. That's why I study and read and absorb what I need to absorb, because I understand that I am the determining factor of my own success. My ignorance will keep me from being successful. I'm telling you what I know, man. Y'all better get out here and get these bags. And y'all better get educated in everything you can. That's why when you hear me in appliance repair telling you to get your training up, get your certifications up, get your seal systems up, get your schematics up, y'all ain't never lied. Because you get them damn schematics down, understand how to do service diagnostics, and truly learn refrigeration, you'll never be broke. You will never be broke. The problem is most people don't know. They guessing. They get into it. They'll stick their toe in it, do it a little bit, and then they turn around and run into issues and can't find their way out because they don't understand the basics. I'm here to tell you, you better get the bag, and you better get the knowledge to maintain and sustain the bag. With that said, y'all, I'm about to sign off because I got to roll up in here before they close and get my compressor and evaporator for my seal system job. Be blessed. Miss Ward is signing off.